Hey all, Scott here. Could you imagine a world where Wii Play Motion didn't exist? Hey all, Scott here. Could you imagine a world where Wii Play Motion existed? Yeah, it's fucking terrifying. I was wearing a polo.
Wii Play. It happened. The 28 million platinum seller for the Wii exceeded any and all expectations, I think. And I don't think Nintendo was projecting to sell over 40 million of them. A world where Wii Play is deemed a failure is a world not worth living in. Wii Play was a simple collection of minigames, mainly focused on utilizing the Wii Remote's pointer. There wasn't much to it all, but it sold insanely well because it was bundled with an extra Wii Remote for only $10 more than the controller by itself. Everybody who needed an extra controller collectively went, yeah, I'd be stupid not to buy that. Right? Wii Play got a fairly mixed reaction overall. I personally found it to be simple and underwhelming, but there was a decent amount of fun to be had in the package. So obviously I was dying to see how the story continued.
Most people live their lives contently believing there to be no true sequel to Wii Play. You hear that? It's anarchy.
Wii Play Motion is the fairly unknown sequel to Wii Play. Let me tell you, everybody remembers this, but not nearly as many remember this. Why is that? I mean, Wii Play was one of the best-selling games of all time. Well, consider this. Wii Play Motion was announced via press release in April of 2011. It released 2 months later, the week after E3 2011, where the Wii U was announced. And the Wii U announcement is simultaneously the moment interest in all things Wii fucking evaporated. Wii Play Motion came at a weird time. Similarly to the original Wii Play, this game was built to show the power of the Wii Remote, but this time, after everybody's already seen the power of the Wii Remote. It's like everybody already knew what this thing could do at this point. What was the point of a new minigame collection? Couple that with the slowly dwindling interest in the Wii, and yes, we have ourselves an unsuccessful sequel to one of the most successful games of all time. Just like Wii Play Motion included something. Nintendo went for the gold, jumped around any and all ways of making a profit on this. This is what we like to call a big Wii Play moment. One Wii Remote included alongside the game for $50 in total. Stop me if you've heard that one before. But Wii Play Motion is a bit different. Instead of your everyman's Wii Remote, we get a Wii Remote Plus. I know, I asked the same thing. There's something more advanced than a Wii Remote? So the Wii Motion Plus accessory. This was introduced back in 2009 alongside Wii Sports Resort. It was the most advanced growth out there. It gave the Wii Remote far more accurate and precise motion detection, adding a gyroscope to the remote's capabilities. It was primarily utilized in Wii Sports Resort and was bundled in with that game, which sold like crazy, so by 2011, this thing was sort of old news. However, with the Motion Plus accessory attached, you couldn't fit the Wii Remote in a bun. So in 2010, Nintendo introduced the Wii Remote Plus. It was a Wii Remote with Wii Motion Plus built in, and thus is the exact same size as a standard Wii Remote. Now, how do you get more people to own a Wii Remote Plus? You bundle it in with Fling Smash, of course. You bundle it in with Wii Play Motion, of course. So, yeah, Wii Play Motion was designed to take advantage of Wii Motion Plus / the Wii Remote Plus, which I find bizarre. Wii Sports Resort already did that. The entire point of that game was to do that. People weren't necessarily begging for another minigame collection showcasing the power of this thing. But maybe they did something different and new enough with the technology to warrant this game's existence, right?
Take a guess.
That's right, Wii Play's back! I don't need other games! So Wii Play Motion is a bit different compared to Wii Play, just due to the fact that this was a collaborative effort. Nintendo looked at the development plan for Wii Play Motion and said, we can't do this alone. So they got different developers to make different mini-games, and these developers include Goodfeel. They've done such games as Wario Land Shake It, Kirby's Epic Yarn, Yoshi's Woolly World. They are sublime. If there's any developer I trust with a Wii Play minigame, it's them. Skip, developers of a ton of Nintendo's quirkier titles, most notably Chibi Robo, but also Japan-exclusive games like Gift Pia and Captain Rainbow. Prope, Yuji Naka's studio, known for Rodea the Sky Soldier. Arzest, known for Yoshi's New Island. Vanpool made Chibi Robo Ziplash. This developer list kinda
blows.
We have some good studios and some studios, so let's go through each and every minigame and see where they rank on my patented minigame and Wii Play 4-point scale. Cone Zone by Arzest. This is all about stacking a frozen dairy treat as high as you can. You gotta shift the Wii Remote back and forth to balance it all. Now, before you go,
this isn't Wii Play, this is a bunch of bullshit!
You can choose between Scoop and Swirl mode. Swirl mode replaces this frozen junk with Soft Serve. Instead of rocking back and forth, now you kinda have to twirl the Wii Remote to match the swirl. This is a very simple high score based game. Nothing special, but nothing overtly offensive. It's alright, but nothing I'm thumping to play when I pop the game back in. Veggie Garden by Goodfeel. This is Whack-A-Mole plain and simple. Gophers come up, assault before they steal the vegetables. Whack-A-Mole on the Wii was always a bit iffy before Wii Motion Plus. Most of the time, if there was a Whack-A-Mole game, they'd ask you to select the hole with the nunchuck stick and then whack with the Wii Remote, but here, you just shift from side to side and whack when necessary. It works fairly well. But of course, there are some tricks they pull. For God's sakes, don't hit the meat. Sure, they're pretty much begging for it if they want to crawl through a mole's den during open season, but they supply the food. And as the game progresses, we get more powerful gophers. Oh. oh, we're fucked. There's also this Simon Says type mode where you gotta traumatize these guys in the correct order. Overall, pretty solid time. Skip Skimmer, also by Goodfeel. This is fundamentally the Wii Sports bowling of the package. Replace the lanes with water and the ball with rocks, you can see what I mean. Just fling the stone and try to have them skip for as long as possible. You have a random assortment of different stones you can choose from, with some really killing the realism of Wii Play Motion. But come on, you can't tell me not to use the frog rock. I personally couldn't get the hang of this one back in the day, but now I've come around. This is an easy recommendation in the package, a pretty solid time overall. You can also unlock the score-based mode where you try to have your stone hit certain targets and go past certain rings. I wish this meant stone skipping had competitions like this in real life, and I mean they kinda do, but I was hoping to see some jerseys like you wear in the game. Either way, Skip Skimmer is easily one of the standout games in the package. Pose Me Plus by Skip, yes. This got a sequel. Weird thing is, it's pretty different. You know those game shows where there's this specific shape in the wall coming towards you and you have to fit through it in time? That, but with Mii's. There's not much to Pose Me Plus.
I didn't think I'd say that today.
But it's an alright little distraction. I do like my Mii laying here in purgatory, and compared to Pose Me Classic, you have full 3D control of your Mii, which makes it more fun and hectic to try and figure out what angle you have to be at to fit through the hole. The original Pose Me, yeah, you just had to twist a little bit. There's not a ton to say about this one other than what it's worth, which is Trigger Twist by Prope. So this is a new version of Shooting Range from the original Wii Play, except now you're aware of your surroundings. Shooting Range was one screen and had the same 5 levels play each and every time. Trigger Twist, you can move the Wii Remote off the screen and it'll still follow your movements. It's weird. It's just never felt right to me. Instead of using the pointer, this uses the general motion controls of the Wii Remote to tell where your pointer should be, and because of that, it's not as precise and just feels off. There's a slight delay with everything, and because of having to look all around here, I always feel like there's something I'm missing off screen somewhere. But at the end of the day, Trigger Twist is a much beefier entity than Shooting Range. You have multiple stages to go through, and each one is way lengthier than the entirety of Shooting Range. Plus, the final level is an on-rails shooter. There's definitely more value here. However, I still probably prefer Shooting Range because of its simpler and more precise gameplay. It was more fun to pick up and play and try for high scores. Basically, I can't handle Wii Play Motion. Jump Park, another game by RZS. You are the Wii Remote.
Great.
You control the position of your character as you bounce around this entire level made of some kind of toxin. Just try to nab as many gems as you can and make it to the exit.
That was pointless.
This wasn't bad, but it was such massive filler. Like, this was a big case of, we need another minigame. Boom, Jump Park. Sure, I know the Motion Plus is being utilized in this game, but I can very easily see this being more than doable with a standard Wii Remote. It's just Teeter Targets, the only game made by Nintendo. Could you imagine RZest asking Nintendo to develop Teeter Targets?
What the f? No!
Of course this is a game only Nintendo could make. It's not really that good. You control a teeter-totter and have to smack a ball at the right angle to destroy targets. It's so basic and not all too enthralling. Listen, a simple puzzle game like this is my kind of game. I love garbage like this, but the beginning stages are so easy that I just ask myself, what's the point? I clear these things immediately. I mean, they probably get harder. I've seen the Teeter Target all platinum runs online, but playing this myself, my god, I just don't care. Spooky Search, another RZS production, and by god, they did it. This is amazing. So you have to capture multiple ghosts hidden throughout the room. Your room. You literally have to move the Wii Remote all around you until it starts beeping off the charts. Grab the ghost and move it onto the TV where it gets captured. This is such an incredible use of the Wii Remote Plus. I love this. It was always the coolest thing ever and will always be the coolest thing ever. Problem is, the novelty does wear off a bit over time. It's not necessarily something I always want to play, but it is something I have a lot of respect for. The gameplay isn't all too special, but the concept and execution are so cool. It's easily one of my favorites in the package. Windrunner by Vanpool. Wii games that did the best were games that were relatable to things you do in real life. Sports, pool, drive, vacation, roller skating with an umbrella, collecting gems. This one's just kind of there. Like, it's fine, but like, I gotta be honest, I just don't give a shit. You control your umbrella, and as the wind pounds down on it, you move it around to control where you go. Collect gems and flick the remote up to jump, which is awkward. Not the best, not the worst. Treasure Twirl by Mitchell Corporation. So this one we have to twirl the Wii Remote as we go down the depths of the ocean with our umbilical cord. Wikipedia said so. Just gotta steer clear of the hazards. Bam, finished in 20 seconds. 2 out of 4. Flutterfly, another one by Skip. This one we have to flap these balloons through the rings with a leaf. Yeah, it's lame. But Scott, you say, there's no way a game where you flap a balloon with a leaf named Flutterfly in a game called Wii Play Motion can be lame.
I thought the same thing.
But here we are. It's really awkward for me to figure out what position to hold the remote at while also constantly flapping. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. I don't care who hears me because I'm standing up for what I believe in. Flutterfly is bullshit. And finally, the only Chunsoft game, Star Shuttle. what the hell am I doing here? This game single-handedly killed my interest in astronomy. You have to dock spaceship parts and have to do so with confusion. Back when I first got this game in 2011, I had no clue what to do. We gotta dock this thing as quickly as possible, but don't go too fast, Speed Racer. These buttons do stuff. A, B in the control pad thrust the ship in different directions, and we pivot with the Wii remote itself. There is no use for a game this complicated in a game with these 3 words in the title. I'll be honest, I can do this now, but 2011, Scott? He was f***ed before this game even began.
So that was Wii Play Motion. Honestly, not that bad. However, I am a Wii Play purist, and I kind of prefer the first game.
Is Wii Play Motion better than Wii Play? Yes, of course. But I think I do prefer the simple pick up and play high score fun the original had a bit more. There were just more games in the original Wii Play I remember fondly and liked coming back to time and time again compared to Motion. Wii Play Motion is far more high quality and has more content to it all. And most games have multiple extra modes and have more to them than Wii Knit a Cow Rider. Wii Play had billiards and tanks, come on. I actually bought Wii Play Motion the month it came out back in June 2011, and I felt like I was the only one to do so. I always jumped at the chance to buy a Wii remote and game combo, and the fact I was on the box, well, that made the choice easier than ever.
Wii Play Motion's alright, all things considered. However, I do have a stronger attachment to the first game. But this one does have some hidden games in there. If you wait on the title screen long enough, you can do this, and this. And if you hold B on the title screen, you get this, and you can see all the R-zest in the game. But one question remains. Can you sell it separately, son of a bitch?
Hello, this is Scott Wozniak's Wii Play Motion Reselling Studios.
Liquidate the company!